Hello and welcome. This is your Funky Honky with Let's Play Jade Empire Special Edition, episode 47. In this one, we're gonna wander around till we find a way to meet our people, and then we're gonna watch.
Are we certain there is no room for us to stay in Tien's Landing? Do we really need to camp outside?
The ground is soft enough for a warrior. Walls just get in the way when a fighting starts. Besides, I've yet to find a bed that fits me.
Not everyone has a hide as thick as yours.
Toughen up. If this is the worst we encounter, I'll be surprised.
If this is the worst we encounter, I'm leaving. Now quit talking and start finding me fools to kill.
Spoken like a true warrior. So we got some people to talk to, but first we're gonna talk to Kang.
Yes? I'm a bit busy fiddling about with my thoughts.
Tell me about yourself. I want to learn more about you.
I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves.
You have a wind map? Where to?
It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came?
Do you have any idea where this wind map leads?
None. And I am very good at remembering things. At least I think I am. I can't remember for certain. The map could lead anywhere, so we should let it.
Alright, let's go.
Steady now. We don't want to get where we're going and not be able to get back. Especially since we don't know where we won't be able to get back from. We need the inscrutable power source, which you need in order to get to the Imperial City anyway. If you get that, we can lift off wherever you want.
Well, answers that. That's all for now.
Off you go. I'll start planning some redesigns for the Dragonfly. Maybe floats made of air bladders. Sheepskin, of course.
Okay. Zoo!
Yes? Is there something you want?
I want to talk about you some more. You seem agitated.
I am always agitated. It is because of my training. We were taught that we were always being watched, always being stalked. In many cases, it is actually true. You likely have similar feelings. When trained to be as vicious as the assassins, or when you are the protege of a famous master, you tend to attract unwelcome interest. I wonder how you will react to this scrutiny. I also wonder if your fellows will stand by you when the true weight of what you claim becomes known.
If Master Li was right, people should help me to help themselves.
If your master is right, the actions of the average citizen of the Empire will not matter in the least. Many will prefer ignorance over knowing they are helpless. The sides of the coming conflict seem very well defined. That will not always be the case. It is sometimes difficult to see the truth behind the actions of others. Enough. I don't have anything else relevant to say. Perhaps I will when I have seen more of what you are capable of and what your master intends.
I want to talk about you.
I have said enough for the time being. The events that surround you cause me great concern. I want to see more of what is coming before I decide my next action.
Coward. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye then.
Thank you again for rescuing me from those things. I owe you my deepest gratitude. Is there some way I can be of assistance?
Tell me about your life before you were captured.
As I mentioned, I am but a simple bun master, with a dear wife who has turned my life into a miserable cesspool devoid of humor and excitement. Bless her soul. My wife ensures that I work very hard every day to become the best bun master in the Imperial City, perhaps the best in all the Empire. Though I was one of the most respected fighters in the Empire before I met my precious bride, she made sure that I became something more, or less.
Just divorce her and get it over with.
My loving wife would knead me into several small dumplings and boil me in hot oil if she suspected I was even speaking to you about leaving her. Life is not all bad, though. I may have lost all my dignity and self-respect, along with my ability to fight, or even make a tight fist. But I am a bun master of some renown.
When we get you home, I'll speak with your wife.
I would sooner return to the cannibals and offer them what little flesh is left on my bones. But let's not discuss such things, if you don't mind.
Douche.
As you wish. I will be here waiting impatiently if you require anything.
You've got an arrow over your head. What do you want?
Something's on your mind?
Do you have a minute to talk?
We were talking about Gao earlier, but now isn't really the time to finish that conversation. Things ended on a sour note anyway. Let's let that moment pass before we return to the subject.
That's all I need from you.
Always happy to help.
You, Whirlwind.
What? What do you want?
What did you do before you were with Lord Yun?
Why does it matter? I was born by my mother and sucked at her teat like every man. Well, like every man does with his mother.
That's what she said.
Anyway, by the time I was old enough to swing an axe, my father was dead and my mother disowned me. Of course, killing my father might have given her reason. I think she did it out of shame. My father beat me and my brother senseless, and made our lives miserable. Either way, that was the end of my childhood.
What did you do then?
I traveled a lot after that, begging for some things and taking the rest. Tough times, but not the worst. My axes and my wits kept me alive.
Your wits, huh?
Yeah. I had some wits before I got them all knocked out of me. Mostly I just used my axes and my fists. You'd think a 7-year-old might be an easy target, but I soon learned just where to cut a man to make him squeal like a pig. Ah, those were the days.
Tell me something about your past.
No, we've got better things to do right now. Maybe I'll feel like talking after I've bloodied up my axes a few more times.
That's all for now.
Nah.
Nah, yourself. You look like you might want to talk, Dawnstar.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
I am interested in how you are, Dawnstar. Is there anything bothering you?
No.
No. Okay, skip that. Goodbye for now.
Be well.
All right, let's head to the dam. Yep, that's everybody. That's everybody. Yep, let's go to the dam. This way. Faster, faster. Yeah, I was just doing that. Why are you giving me advice that I don't need? Oh, it's you.
You have managed to survive. I suppose someone of your skill cannot be easily dissuaded.
Not when I've got a target like you in front of me. Get out of my way.
Not quite yet. There is much you do not know, and I may yet enlighten you, for a price. You may call me Silk Fox. I apologize for my previous aggression, but I thought you were in league with an enemy of mine. I was clearly mistaken. Powerful forces are at work here. You are caught in great events that are beyond you. But I may have use for someone as impetuous as you.
I will not be your errand boy.
I do not seek a servant in you, although that much fire in a man's spirit is stimulating. I want nothing more than for you to continue your journey. You seek the old man who was taken from Two Rivers, correct? Of course you do. He was taken by Death's hand. I could tell you where his minions have gone. For a price.
I could beat it out of you. You can't defeat me.
I've underestimated you once. I will not do so again. Attack me here and the local guards will have you in a noose. What I ask is very reasonable. Information for information. Tell me who he is.
I have no idea. Now tell me where his captors have gone.
No idea? I saw your concern over the destruction of the village. Do not think to fool me. I will let you maintain this deception for now, just to see where it leads. But we share an enemy in Death's hand. For that reason, I will help you. When you reach the Imperial City, you will need a helping hand. Someone with influence and cunning. A friend of mine will meet you. Follow her instructions and you will be on your way toward your goal. Your discoveries will be intriguing. The old man in Death's Hand will still be out of your reach, but it is the best hope you have.
Now that we're friends, who are you really?
Do not presume familiarity with me. Our paths have crossed for a moment, but no more. I have matters of my own to attend. You nearly have everything to continue your quest for the old man, or your revenge on Death's Hand. My path takes me elsewhere. If you do reach the Imperial City, perhaps we will meet again. Stranger twists of fate have happened.
Bitch. Alright, this has been your Funky Honky with Let's Play Jade Empire Special Edition. Stay tuned for episode, I think it's 47, and I hope you will see me then.